Hello everyone, this is Professor Gallego bringing you a lecture about writing essays and using the Toulmin method to write paragraphs in your papers. So first, when we are writing a paper, you want to have an introduction. The introduction paragraph should be 5 to 8 sentences in length or longer maybe. Move from a broader version of your specific topic to the specific thesis statement that you want to convey in those 5 to 8 sentences. So for example, if you're analyzing an advertisement about dog food, then maybe discuss pets in general or love and companionship in general in the opening of your essay, and then work your way into the thesis statement about your analysis of the effectiveness of the dog food commercial. The thesis statement should be the last sentence of your introduction. Here is the thesis statement model that I teach in my classes. It has 3 parts: the although or the counterclaim, the I argue that or the main argument, and the because of section where you're going to list your 3 reasons why or your 3 subclaims. Next, you're going to work on your paragraphs. Each paragraph should be 5 to 8 sentences-ish and should directly connect to one of the subclaims in your thesis statement. There are 3 parts to every paragraph, which are used within the 5 to 8 sentences when you're using the Simplified Toulmin method as taught by me, Professor Gallego. Repeat these steps for every single paragraph that you write. Step 1, the claim. This is the topic sentence of your paragraph. This sentence tells me the topic you'll discuss in your paragraph, and it should directly connect to one of the subclaims in your thesis statement. I should literally see a word or words that are used in one of the subclaims in your thesis in this first sentence of your paragraph. Now, I've listed the 3 different kinds of essays where you might use the Toulmin method, and I've explained the different kinds of claims you might have in those essays. In the rhetorical analysis, you will likely state that the advertisement uses logos, pathos, or ethos in this sentence. In the claim for the literary analysis, you will likely note one of the literary elements used in the text you are analyzing in this sentence. For the claim in the argument or research essay, you will likely provide one of your 3 reasons, 3 causes, or 3 effects in the claim for this essay. Step 2, data. This is the direct evidence in your paragraph. It should be a specific example of the claim you provided above. You can use the signal phrase, for example, here to lead into your data. For the rhetorical analysis, you will now provide a specific example from the advertisement of the logos, pathos, or ethos that you mentioned in the claim. You'll want to select a very small piece of the ad here. Do not summarize large events occurring in the ad in the data. For a literary analysis, the data portion of your paragraph will provide the specific example of the literary element from the piece of literature that you are analyzing that you mentioned in the claim of the paragraph. For the data in the argument or research essay, you will provide a peer-reviewed academic journal article quotation that proves the claim that you stated in the opening of this paragraph. Don't forget an in-text citation. For step 3, you're going to do what's called the warrant. This is the explanation of the evidence in your paragraph and is the most important piece of the paragraph. You can use the signal phrase, "this shows that," to help you work toward providing the warrant here. Please follow the steps below precisely, depending on which type of essay you're working on. For the rhetorical analysis, you want to explain how the data you provided is logos, pathos, or ethos. An example of this would be the sentence that states, "This is logos because." Step 2, interpret the data in your words. You may want to provide extra information and details from within the ad here. Step 3, tie back to your thesis. Explain how this piece of logos, pathos, or ethos that you've provided proves that the ad is effective in convincing the audience. This is where the, quote, "this shows that," quote part can be helpful. For literary analysis, the Warren has similar 3 steps. Step 1. Explain how the quotation you provided is the literary element that you say it is. For example, this is a metaphor because. Step 2. Interpret the data in your words. You may want to provide extra information or detail from the text here. Step 3. Tie back to your thesis. Explain how this literary element that you picked out from the text proves the deeper meaning or societal commentary that you interpreted from the text. This is where the "this shows that" part can be helpful. For the argument or research essay, you just have 2 steps. Number 1, interpret the scholarly quotation in your own words and give extra information from the article if needed. In step 2, tie this paragraph back to your thesis. Explain how the data and subclaim help to prove your overall argument. This is where the "this shows that" part can be helpful. The conclusion of your essay. Conclusion paragraphs should be about 5 to 8 sentences in length or longer maybe. Move from a review of the specific thesis statement that you provided for this essay toward a broader version of your topic. You may circle back to touch on the broad topic you mentioned in your introduction, but you want to go even further and deeper here at the end of your essay. Work to drop the mic and answer the question, "So what? Why should I care?" for your reader. So this is a short, brief lecture on how you can write different kinds of paragraphs in an academic essay in the college setting. You can use this in multiple settings beyond just college essay writing. And if you have any questions about this, be sure to let me know.